Hi guys, Retro Tech Ralph here. I've been faffing and playing around with the ST and stuff, and it is a good blowout for the STF, but it does the PR needs some more clean. I'm not sure I need to take the keys off of this yet, but I think I'll leave that to Retro Brighton if I ever need to go around that route. I know I probably do, but yeah, it's not for probably this year. But I've been faffing all afternoon. I'll show you why. I'll demount this, ignore that. I'm on Discord. I've been the original mounting for the phone is there, which is underneath here, sucked into, and no nails into that part underneath the shelf unit, which is above where I am holding certain bits on. But I'm actually mounting the next camera in, which is great. The Sony, because that's the viewer you'll be seeing soon. A little wider, a little longer, but hopefully not as rolly as what this bloody thing is. But it's a pain in the arse working around one and having the other. Uh-oh, what have I pressed then? Oh, it's a photo. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, I don't focus. But yeah, that's my next setup. It's screwed in. I've got rid of the I've got an LED sort of flash lamp which was mounted underneath here, which kind of is in the way a little bit, but I'll use the mount from it. I'll find something to put this in eventually anyway. But anyway, going off track, let's go back into the mount here without stopping. And yeah, like I said, the Sony will be used as soon as I get round to getting the memory card sent in. But at the minute, it's just waiting for Amazon to turn up with a delivery. And with not having Prime anymore, it's a pain in the arse waiting for them. So what I'm going to do is clean everything up thoroughly as I can. I mean, you've got the D on there, which has got some crap on the back of there. It's not a shadow, I don't think. It's crap. So give it a good clean with isopropanol, the wonder stuff. I wish there was something that you can actually spray on this lot and give it a retro brightening as well, but hopefully it'll give it enough to clean these up. Hang on a second, and I'll clean this on my own time. But yeah, it would be lovely if they did a retro brightening sort of stuff. I know they do. I'm following Neil's Retro Man Cave's advice on doing retro. Doing retro brighting and faffing with the is it the blonde stuff for cleaning the hair, colouring the hair with. But I haven't got any. It's beginning of the month and I've not got no money, so I can't do any of this. But I've still got to decide whether or not to keep the F or keep the FM, or shall I make, like I've done with a few other things before, make a good one out of two exact sames. Now we've already figured out that the STF and the STFM are exactly the same boards, except one, the F has got the modulator put onto it without telling anybody, in the wrong place, on right place on the board, wrong place on the back section. But I'm not bothered about the modulator. It's still an FM. Technically it's an FM, but it's a 1 meg version instead of an half meg, a 520 version. So do I make a good out of two bad? Well, make a good out of two potentially. I don't know. I'm going to clean everything up as good a state as what the FM is with the F, and go from there and see what happens. So leave me alone for 5 minutes and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, usual gubbins on cleaning stuff without waiting for the film to stop. But yes, I'm going to clean all this lot thoroughly. This has already been blown out, all the F stuff, and I'm going to get on with cleaning isopropanol and get rid of the crap and stuff on this one. And I'm drawing this out now, I don't know why. So yeah, give me 2 minutes, well, give me 20 minutes, but not 20 minutes for you, 20 minutes for me, and I'll, yeah, ignore me, waffling. We have a motherboard and a soundtrack. There you go. Motherboard. Looking on here, there's oh, hello. We have darkened parts here. Right, that board there, right? This is not the original soldered in. You know what's behind that? If we keep it still. Right, those bits in the middle there, yes, yes. Right, keep an eye on them, keep an eye on them, keep an eye on them. And it's the modulator. It's the RF modulator, which is I don't know, I'm not convinced this is actually an Atari thing. And I'm not even convinced this is a aftermarket thing. Oh, I bought an F, but I bought it wrong time. And maybe I should be able to put it into myself. Why have I bought a computer that I need to buy a monitor for? Grrr. Why has somebody done that? I mean, I buy a PC and know I've got to buy a monitor for, but this is 1980, whatever it is. 89, 88, 87, is it? 86, possibly. I know I have to buy a monitor for my PC. I have to buy a card that I plug in so I can use it on my TV. But back then it was a little bit more awkward. So you'd have to buy certain things for your computers. You have to buy, alright, I'm pandering to the dullards out there. Don't care. You need to buy a TV or a monitor for your Amiga. You need to buy one for your Atari 2600. You need to buy one for your Mega Drives. Hashtag, please send me a Mega Drive. Anyone, I want one desperately. Urgh. So it is part of that generation where you need to get a television or monitor system. And this is same as the Amiga generation, where it's kind of, you have the system, but it's better with a monitor. Actually, I think the oh god, what was it now? The Amstrad used to have a monitor with it, and I remember seeing a green screen monitor, and I was majorly in love with it. I mean, you'd not seen a green screen before, and then suddenly you saw this computer, there's graphics, and it was just amazing with a green screen on it. And I think they did black and whites and brown screens before, but green screen was like, oh god, you couldn't get much more X-rated than that. But at least these you knew that you needed to get a better game out of it. You needed a monitor. If not, just stick with your telly. Anyway, away from my fantasies. Probably best brushing one way. Not too hard, not too soft. Soft can get nothing off. But it looks like the modulator's being stuck on afterwards on this. I'll put money on this. But still, it's an FM board. So, meh. I don't care. It's a good FM board. There's no broken traces or anything. Caps look pretty good. There's not too many on here to faff with or care about. The modulator seems worse than everything, but it is an FM board. But still, I would have given anything for an STE. I know there's the MIDI out ports on here. Great, MIDI in, MIDI outs. Whatever they're worth. But let's think logically, shall we? This is an Atari STF. This is me working out in my mind what to do next. This is an STF with an M upgrade. I don't want the M upgrade. I want the monitor. Wish I can use that for yeah, you know what I mean, the red, white and yellow composite outputs. So that's not essential. This is an F board, same revision, unless the FMs were all upgraded from this board, which I'll guess it was. This has got 1 meg worth of RAM on here, so that's saving me money to upgrade this to a 1040. I would love a 4 meg, absolutely adore a 4 meg STE. That's what my aim is with the Atari STs. But do I need one? Now, speaking to Gary would be no, you don't need one. Possibly 2 meg just to get to a certain level of usability for anything you would use. But I'm going to stick a GoTech in here and faff and play games and play automation discs and Medway Boy discs. So I think the FM is a rip-off, where the F with an unknown upgrade is how they went. Okay, so what I might do then is stick this in the FM box, change the label round, because I'm going to use nothing else apart from that monitor. This for the GoTech, which probably will need twisting round and whatever in. Yeah, I think that's going to be it, you know. I'm going to use this board because the output is stunning. There's no anything from that. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to use that output and use this board because there's 1 meg on there already soldered in with leaded solder. Yeah, and I'm going to use the FM's case, but cheat by changing the badge. Apart from I have to use the F's base because that's in the wrong place. In the heat shield, it isn't there over there where the output is. So I'll have to use the F base, the FM's top, and change the badge over. I'm going to make 2 good out of 1 bad. That looks good. Very good. Shame, I would love to see a board. Something soldered in there. The ROM's sorted out over here. So what I need to do now then with this is, I've got my 1 meg, I've got my FM, technically. I know it's not, but I don't care. I'm marrying up. GoTech over here. I've got my second drive I can use in case I need a floppy, which will sit on top. Yeah, let's be Frankenstein. Let's make 2 good out of 1 bad. Let's make 1 bad out and 2 good. Yay! The base on this one looks shocking. There's been labels on there. I have to use the base because somebody has. You can tell there it's too far over to the left. It should be in the middle because you've got these lines either side for an angle. Should have been slap bang in the middle there. Why they do this on an F board? And I don't know. It's a bit weird. I might drill that out to make it completely flush. I'm going to use a red hot drill bit, trying to make it as flush and smooth as I can. But it's definitely the RF modulator port. It just seems a bit odd that it looks like it's been scraped out. Coming back a bit, there you go. Because there's a lip on there. It's like it's been gouged out with a knife. But I need to keep this clean anyway. See what I can do. Okay, I'm midway through putting... I've cleaned everything up. I'm midway through putting things together. I've decided I'm going to do... This is going to be a little bit controversial, but I'm going to marry up two. The STF and the STFM are going to be interchanged. The best of one is going to be the worst of one. So what I need to do is, it pains me to do the 520 board. Has to be the worst one of the two, because one, the RF output is a little crackly, and two, the memory is half of the size of the 1040F, but they're both exactly the same board. So I am classing this from now on. I'm going to class the 1040 as an FM because it's got a floppy and it's got a modulator. So we have the 520. That's all I'm going to class them as from now on. 520 and a 1040. The 540 base has to go there, right? I was saying earlier about the slots on here. Now, why put two holes in there? They're not even the height different. The holes are the same, but one's a little bit lower than the other. So it must have they must have known they were having two different modulators at the same part. And this is from the 1040. Remember, the F without a modulator, it has two holes for modulators. So why the F would you have two modulators on a 1040F when we're going to have a modulator? End of rant. So board for the 520, and I will probably get a rollicking when this goes back on eBay for it. Oh, you've got a board. Actually, you'll have a board for an F. The board will be the same as that. Let's see what happens with the top. Right, so stuff it, and I want to do an X-rated version of my videos. Dying for it. Right, so 520 base. The knackered one for the bottom of the interference shield. I've put some vinegar on here. I've put malt vinegar. Use, no product placement intended, distilled malt clear vinegar. I'm going to put it on there for about 2 or 3 minutes, and it was like this. And it's come up like that. It needs painting. It needs what's it galvanizing? It just needs a coating of some beige crap on top of it, but it's got rid of the rust completely. Wow. But I couldn't give a monkeys about that, because this is going on. This is the worst cardboard base of the two, and that goes on top. It's covering everything, keeping everything insulated so nothing gets caught with the metal bit. I get the ideas why they did this, because they thought, nothing interference is going to go well with it, and piece of cardboard. Rubber would have been better. Just a spray of rubber on the shielding, but no, they put a piece of cardboard because it's the 80s. And so, worst board of the two has to be my gorgeous looking 520, because it's only got half the memory of the other one. So in that goes, and in it goes, and it absolutely kills me to throw this away. If I can make whatever money on it, I'd love to make £100 on this. I might even make more. You never know. I might leave it a year until you know, this channel actually kicks off and you've got an RTR original. Well, that's never going to happen. I'm just going to be a fly-by-night, I'm sure I am. But if I could put on this base here, which is better, because the screw hole on there is better, or the drill hole on there is better. But like I say, it's not it is central, but it's not the same width as the RF. So I might just bore out the other one to try and make it smoother. It has to go with the motherboard, because that's in the right place, in the center. It says television, and the picture of it, but the one I've got is an STF 1040 and it's over here. I can't put over television, I can't put this part on here, it'll have to be just there as blanking. So tough crap, for want of a better word. So board in place, down in place, yada yada, happy happy. No bother about the modulator, couldn't give a monkey's rat's ass about it, because I'm going to use the monitor because that's better. Right, what's next? Power supplies. These both look like they're the same as Atari power supply model ASP34-A. Power supply, I don't know. The only problem I had was with this capacitor here. It is, can you see this? It is kind of domed, but the plastic is domed and it pushes in, and the label has kind of come off a little bit. It works. It does work perfectly. So I'm not bothered about that. So that's going to be the bad one. So I'll keep this one, seeing as all the caps are flat. I don't think that is actually domed anyway. So that will go in place. Does it go in place now or after? After the top heat shield goes on. The heat shield. The RF shield. Which is the worst one? Hold on. Let's see which one's the bad one and which one's the good one. Oh, it's going to have to be this one. This is from the 1040. Okay, so what have I missed? Heat shield goes on, goes outside of the board there, making the tab there go in. I'd love to keep both of these, but money wise, no, I can't keep it. I just don't have the money for this. Tum 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 tum. I mean, yeah, I do have them new wise. Just wait till next payday. But I'm not going to keep it. I don't need two Atari STs. I mean, I'd love to get an Amiga in the garage. I've never, honestly. Well, all right. Thinking back, I have had one Amiga in my hands. It was property of somebody I used to know. Let's leave it at that. And flogged it on eBay. Didn't know what version, what board, what power supply. Don't know. Again, don't know. So I got rid of it. This was a long time ago. This was in what, 2000? So different me, different time, different whatever. So I just don't know. But Atari STs different, because I did grow up with Atari STs, or my adolescence, shall we say, was with Atari STs. So I know how they kind of work and how things are. So let's leave it at that, shall we? It's a route that I don't want to go down, where the Amiga come from. It was just in somebody's loft and they don't bother about it. And if I was in the same mindset as I am now, I would have jumped at the chance to get in the garage. Ha. So leave me alone for 5 minutes. I'm going to get the bad version of the Atari ST, which is probably somebody's dream machine. And because this, honestly, this will work. No matter what, this will work. Both of them will work very well as they are. So let me get this one together and let's see where this goes.